Well, hello, friends. This is Creating Cards with Sherry. I'm Sherry, and I am so glad that you've decided to join me today for my Tickled Tuesday video. If you find anything here today that you would like to purchase, go to my shop at creatingcardswithsherry.stampinup.net and put in the host code FKAZVWZC. And for the instructions on how to make this card yourself, you can go to my blog at creatingcardswithsherry.blogspot.com. All right, let's get going. Oh, before we get going, I just wanted to remind you that this month of October is the only month that if you join, you can get $155 worth of products today for only $99. That is a great deal. I didn't even have it that good when I joined. And you will be able to receive, with that comes the business supplies like order forms and catalogs and so forth, and you'll get a free paper pumpkin kit, and there's free shipping on all of it. So it's a very good deal. $155 worth of product for only $99. If you are interested in joining, I would love to be with you on my, or would love to have you a part of my team. You can go to my shop, creatingcardswithsherry.stampinup.net, and at the top there's a button that says join. You just click on that and follow the prompts. All right, let's get going on today's card. This is the one we're going to make. Okay, and the colors we're using are the mint macron and the soft seafoam. We will be using the red and green adhesive backed pearls, festive pearls. This is the stamp set, our photopolymer stamp set of Warm Welcome. And these are all the different stamps that come in it. And then I took an old set. This is retired already, but I liked this saying, the cheers from our home to yours. I thought it was very fitting with this. So I'm going to use a stamp in here as well. All right. For this, you will need 5.5 by 8.5. This is soft seafoam. So your card base will be 5.5 by 8.5. I'm using soft seafoam. You'll need a scratch of white, basic white paper, and it doesn't have to be the same dimensions. This just happens to be 2.5 inches by 4.25. But it doesn't have to be quite that big. But you'll need a scrap. And then you'll need 3 5.25 by 4 basic white. All right, that should be it. So let's get started. The first thing we need to do is we're going to take one of our, well, first you'll want to get one, can't get these apart. Your 1 5.25 by 4 sheet, and you're going to put, oh, I should show you these too. These not only come with the stamps, but it also has a die set. And we're actually going to be using these two pieces today. So I'm just going to grab those real quick. What you want to do is with your first basic white is you want to make a template. All right, so you're going to put this on your cut and emboss machine, and you're going to line it up so it's right in the middle, and you're going to run it through the machine so that you get a template like this. And I just darkened it all the way around so that you could see it. Okay, you want that template because that plays a key part in what you do with your stamp. All right, so I am using the E block that we have, and I put this door stamp on here. I am going to use my mint macron, and I'm going to take my second piece of that 5.25 by 4, and I'm going to put the two of them together. And if you need to, it might not be a bad idea, now that I'm looking at this, to take some like little memo stickies or washi tape. That would work too. And just line them up and then stick them down. Actually, I want to stick them down like this so you get both sides. And that'll just hold it in place for you so that it doesn't slide on you when you stamp. Okay. So I'm going to ink this up with mint macron. And then I'm going to line the stamp up right where that stencil is, so that I make sure that I get my door stamped right where it needs to be. Okay, I believe that's right. And there we go. There we have our door. See, and it really helps when you make that stencil, because then you know you've got it in the right spot. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to do some blending of these two colors, and it's a really unique way of adding color to a card. So I'm going to start with the mint macron, and I'm going to take my blending brush and get that on there, and then I'm going to stamp it off first because you don't want it to get too dark. And then I'm just going to start to put some ink on my card. And I'm going to go about halfway down. All right. Then I'm going to go to the soft seafoam, get that all inked up, stamp off so I don't get any blotches. And I'm going to do the lower half. All right, there we go. Simple enough. I might even add a little, whoops, I closed the wrong one. I might add some more mint macron too, just to make it a little darker. You can put it as light or as dark as you want. The choice is yours. There we go. Alrighty. I'm going to put those all off to the side. And then what we're going to do is we're going to cut this out. So I am going to go over to my cut and emboss machine. I won't do it here on the table because when I do, the table moves and it'll just turn out really blurry for you. But these two pieces I'm going to put on the cut and emboss machine together, and I'm going to line them up so that cuts the outside, and this is going to cut the inside for the doorway. Okay, so I will be right back. Okay, take this off. And here we go. We have our door. Now I'm going to take Um, all right, I think I need another one. You might need 4 of these. I wasn't thinking. You'll need 4 of these actually, if you're going to make the template. If you're not going to make the template, then you only need 3 of these. All right, so we're going to put this inside, and I chose to, well, I'm not going to do it on this one. I don't want it on both of them. But just so you have an idea, I chose the stamp of the cat, and I just put that in the bottom corner there. And I just thought it added a little bit of cuteness and fun to the card. All right. All right, we are going to put this on the inside then. That didn't even up very well. Let's try it again. That's better. Okay. Then we're going to take this and we're going to put it on the outside of the card. Oh, I just ran out of glue. Take one of my older seals. All right, make sure I'm going the right direction here. And I'm going to put this right on top in the middle. Then I'm going to take my door and I'm going to use my multi-purpose glue, liquid glue. And we're just going to and I'm almost out of this too, my goodness. This will be the video I run out of everything, huh? There we go. And we're going to stick that right in the middle. Okay, and then I waited to stamp this one until I had the door in there because I wanted to make sure that I had it lined up where I needed it. So here's my stamp. Here, I'm just going to get a smaller block. This is our C block. And we're also using the Memento Black, and that's what I'm going to use my sentiment with. So I'm just going to do that, and we'll put that right there near the top. Okay. Then that scrap piece I told you you needed, you're going to print out the gifts. That was another stamp. And then you just start to color. And I am using our blending pens. This is the Real Red, the Daffodil Yellow, and the Shaded Spruce. Okay, so you'll just start coloring. And when you're all done coloring, then you will fussy cut it out. Remember in my last video, I said fussy cutting was doing detailed cutting. And I'm just going to take a little bit of this darker red and just kind of highlight these little stars. Okay, then I'm going to take my shaded spruce. And you just keep coloring while you can, or as long as you need to, till you get it all done. By the magic of television, I have one done. So I'm just going to go ahead and use that. And with our Stampin' Dimensionals, I'm going to add this to the front of my card. And I'm using the mini ones today. You can use the bigger ones on this. I just chose to use the minis. Oh, come on. There we go. And we'll stick that right in the middle there. You'll cut that out. There's another die cut for that, actually. So you won't have to fussy cut it. It's this one right here. You'll be able to use that to die cut that out as well. Okay, I'm just going to put these back real quick while I got it open. And there you have your card. Isn't that a cute little card that you can use at Christmas time? And like I said in my other one, I printed that little cat inside just to give it a little more character and fun, a little bit of cuteness. If you want to and you put something like that in there, you can color that as well. It doesn't have to be just the black outline. But anyway, that's today's card for our Tickled Tuesday. Again, if you want any products to make your own card, you can go ahead to my store at creatingcardswithsherry.stampinup.net. And to get the directions on how to make this card, you can go to creatingcardswithsherry.blogspot.com. Now we need to do one more thing, and that is we need to put a doorknob on this door. So I'm going to get our red and green adhesive backed pearls, and I'm going to grab one of these green ones, and we're going to put it right here. All right. And that's it. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today. You have a fantastic week, and we will see you again on Simple Sunday.